Yeah, I must say I'm was really excited to see how the boys presented after the longer break. They worked really well individually, and we gave them some special responsibility and to prove their trustworthiness. And they came back in really good shape and form, well recovered, well rested, and so much so that we could kick straight on with the rugby side of things. So I'm really proud of their buy-in in what was presented to them, and also the fact that they were ready to to just take off and get into the detail of things.
When you put the pre-season and obviously the individual part of it together, look, there's a lot of trust obviously put upon the lads, but obviously the concern is we've given them this break. How is that going to transfer into games? But I think the two games we had have been typical pre-season games, which shows that I don't think if we'd done any more training necessarily, we would have got any better outcomes in them.
Yeah, I agree. I think it shows a lot of trust from the coaches, obviously, and the players, and I think there's been a lot of growth in many of the players, like even the guys who we would have had with us at times last year. I think the step up that they've managed to make in this 4 or 5 week block has been good. I personally think they've all improved, and it just makes if you've got people who are developing and pushing each other, it just makes training sessions really competitive. Everyone who's on the pitch is contributing and feeling like they're engaged in the session. So I feel like we've got everyone on the same page, and we're trying to push on. That's been the big driver for us defensively, is how we how we take the next step and how we get even better, and having those young lads come in. And in some examples, if you look at the recent pre-season game, not just kind of get up to level, but actually be one of the better players and start to drive standards, and it makes everyone step up and take notice. You've got a young guy coming in doing that, it's going to drive competitiveness in the squad.
I think our first week where we got together and got all the admin out of the way and had the opportunity to engage a little with the staff of Glasgow Warriors on a walk down at Loch Lomond was very important, just to integrate everybody. And I think that to share the environment with them and to be working in the same direction is key. And the way we've gone about our business in that first week, getting to know first a lot of people, and then sharing an opportunity like that together is important. We have at the 96% retention rate this year, which we're very proud of, and the fact that there was very few guys to introduce means that we could have we could really get to know each other better instead of just introduce each other to one another. So, and I think that is another way set the tone, obviously, for the hard work that started the week after.
I think the player appearances were really good as well. Like, obviously we have our clans here, and all the clans went out on the same night, and I was at West of Scotland. I think it was just great to see the amount of kids that are at West of Scotland training, and the amount of players that turned up, and staff as well, not just the kind of rugby staff, and give their time. Just see the excitement on the kids as well. I think that was obviously something that we kind of lost over that COVID period, was probably that greater sense of purpose. But when you've got, it's probably 300, 400 kids running around of all different ages, and their parents giving up the time, and a lot of Glasgow shirts, gives a boost to everyone to kind of see why we want to be successful and what impact we want to have on our rugby communities.
I just love the surprises at the end of training. When we do a session plan, and at the end, then it's still pre-season, and to see how the guys work and the effort that they've put in, not only preparing themselves but during training, the genuine effort there. And then at the end of the session, maybe there's a surprise bronco or an exercise that really tests not their physical state but their mental and emotional state. But I think in some ways they expected, Franco, that there's always going to be a surprise for them at the end of training, but they're ready for it. They do it with a smile on their face, and I really enjoy the fact that they don't mind working hard. They know that it's an important part of building the foundations to how we play. So I do enjoy to see the look on their face at the end of the sessions, going, is that it? Or and then there's okay down here. But never a moan or groan, so I do enjoy that.
Do you enjoy setting, Franco?
Hey?
Do you enjoy setting the challenges?
Yes.
Absolutely loves it.